2.5 weeks ago, I had 0 followers, 0 streams, and 0 music on my Spotify. Luckily for me, 2.5 weeks ago, I hit up Ellie at Waves Music Marketing, and I'm about to have 3,000 monthly listeners, and my debut song is about to hit 10,000 streams in 2.5 weeks. That is wild. It's all organic growth. Spotify itself is the one that's pushing my song. Release Radar, I don't know if you can see that, and they're providing me with 2,300 of the streams. You may be thinking to yourself, okay, this dude probably paid like $5,000 on ads. No, my budget for the whole campaign is $240, and I've only spent about $180 up that, and we're about to hit 10,000 streams. The only criteria for working with Waves Music is that your music can't suck, because then people aren't going to listen to it. So if you're confident with your music, hit them up. You will not be disappointed. Peace.
I'm about to show you how I blew up my Spotify from 0 to about 20 million streams in just 2 years. So just to show you guys, this is my Spotify for Artists account. You can see I have about 19.6 million streams currently. I started dropping in November of 2020, and now I do about 1.2 million streams per month. So first off, and I can't stress this enough, you have to be able to make great music. You have to be able to post consistently and post great music. I spent 5 years making music before I ever even put a song out on Spotify, and once I did and promoted it, that's when all the magic happened. You can't promote a bad song, no one's gonna wanna listen to it. So I used to work for this startup software company, and I used to run Facebook ads for them trying to help get them sales. So I decided when I dropped my first song that I was going to run ads on it, and that's exactly what I did. So I went over to Facebook ads, I set up my account, and then I started running ads on my song Bound, which is currently taken down. But in the first month of running that campaign, I shot up to about 25,000 monthly listeners because I sparked the Release Radar algorithm. So as soon as I saw that, that's when I started going crazy. I dropped bi-weekly, so every other week for about a year straight. And I got lucky and dropped my 2 biggest songs to date back to back, and that really catapulted me up to about 150,000 monthly listeners in my first year alone. From there, that's when all the crazy growth started to happening. I was getting in the Spotify algorithm left and right through radio, Discover Weekly, Release Radar, and I just kept feeding my fan base, engaging with my fans, posting content, and doing everything I could to become a full-time artist. And then eventually I did, and I quit my job, and now I have my own apartment, my own studio, my own car, and I pay for it strictly off my streams. So if you guys are stuck working a 9-to-5 job that you don't like, and you know you want to be a full-time artist and you're good at making music, then why not give ads a shot? TikTok is not the only way to blow up. I know everyone kind of thinks it is, and if you can go viral, awesome. Go viral all day. But if you're having trouble going viral, then maybe you should get the strategy a shot. And if any of you guys want to learn more about this strategy and how to implement it, be sure to shoot me a text. There's a number in my bio, and I'm doing free consultations. Yo, artists, do you want to know the secret to actually blowing yourself up on Spotify and making a living off of your music? Well, I'm about to let you on the secret, so don't skip this video. So I'm going to tell you guys the story about one of my clients, I Hear Jimmy. Now, Jimmy has been making music for a long time, years and years, only for it to go unnoticed. So when he reached out to me in like early February to start building up his Spotify, we came up with a plan for him, and he went all in on it. And that's the key. Now let me show you. So when we first started talking, I told him all about how I blew myself up. I'm an artist too. My name's Ellie Waves. Here's my Spotify. And yeah, I blew myself up using the exact strategy that I implement for all my clients. So I told him all about it, and he just completely committed to it right then. And immediately we started running 3 of his songs. So that was in February, and we worked together in every single month since then. He's been very consistent. And today he just broke 64,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. And when we first started, the dude literally had like under 100. So this is just phenomenal growth. And not only that, one of his songs, his top song, Lovely News, broke 7.6K streams yesterday in a single day. That's crazy growth. And not every single song that we've tested have done well. In fact, you could even say some of them were flops. But we did get some that did crush it, and we just continued to invest into those ones as he continued to build out his catalog consistently, dropping consistently, investing consistently. Those are the absolute keys. You have to promote your stuff, and you have to make great stuff. And that's why it's working so well. He has not given up one single time, and we continue to do it to this day, and you can just see it paying off every single day, especially this month. He's just been rocketing. He almost did 10,000 streams yesterday alone. That's amazing in one day. The real secret here is dedication, hard work, and investing your money into where your mouth is. If you really want to blow up and something's holding you back from doing that, whether that's money or being scared to invest your money into it, you need to figure out ways to go get it. If this game was easy, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would be a big artist, yet only a small amount of people are, and those people are successful. So if you can't go viral on TikTok just naturally by posting it, you need to figure out another way to blow yourself up. Don't let that one thing hold you back from making it. There's a ton of ways to make it, and I've helped over 200 artists with my agency do that, including myself and Jimmy. And Jimmy's just a perfect example, literally perfect example of what's possible. He's really been giving it his all, and it's showing. And if any of you guys want to learn more about this strategy or hop on a similar plan that Jimmy's been on, definitely hit me up. I'd love to talk with y'all. I'm doing free consultations, and I hope to hear from some of y'all soon. Let's get it, guys. Do you guys want to learn how we blew this artist up to 37,000 streams a month starting at 0? This is my friend and client Landon Schaefer, and now you're looking at his Spotify for Artists and his growth over the past month. You can see we were quickly able to blow his Spotify up from 0 streams a day all the way up to 2,400 streams a day at the peak this month, which is absolutely insane. He literally started at 0 about a month and a half or 2 months ago. So Landon hired our team to work on his brand new song, I'm Good, and we decided to use Facebook ads, and since he was a brand new artist, we decided to target globally, so we used about 50 countries that Spotify's in. Here's what the ad screen on his Facebook page looks like. So I had to make a few quick videos of him performing the song with the lyrics on the screen. This one ended up being the best, and we ran the ads on Instagram feeds, stories, and Reels placement. And then all the traffic was being pushed to his landing page on ToneDen, which lists out Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube. Now prepare to have your mind blown on this next part. So now we're looking at his song stats over the first month of the campaign. So in just the first month, we were able to get a song about 22,000 streams with a 5.9 stream per listener rate, which is outstanding. And out of the 3,695 listeners we drove to his song, we got 1,638 saves and 906 playlist ads for a total save rate of 69%. This is where the true magic of the campaign happens. So Spotify works off of good data, and due to this extremely good data we drove to his account, we were able to break his song into Discover Weekly and get it all the way up to 22,000 streams and explode his overall growth in just a month. If any of you guys want to learn more about this music promotion strategy, be sure to hit me up. There's a number in my bio, and I'm doing free consultations. Do you guys want to learn how we've grown this band's monthly streams from around 11,000 to over 44,000 in just 20 days? In fact, once the full month evens out, it's probably going to be around 60,000. So this is my client, Fox and Veed, and we've been working together for a few months now as they continue to build up their catalog. They make amazing country and rock music, sometimes acoustic stuff too. And for them specifically, we've actually put a strong emphasis on growing in the US, and we'll get more into that. As you can see, their growth so far this month has been nothing short of phenomenal. Currently, they're up over 262% on monthly listeners, over 316% on monthly streams, and they gained over 642 followers so far. And again, this is just over 20 days, so we're not even at the full month yet. So what we do for all of our clients is we actually run Facebook and Instagram advertising campaigns specifically targeting fans in their specific genre. And then from there, we drive all the listeners to a landing page called ToneDen, and this is what that looks like for this campaign. Then from there, all the listeners obviously click their platform of choice, and by design, I would say 80% plus of the traffic goes to Spotify, and that's exactly how we want it. Here's what the final page of the ads manager looks like for their campaign. So for their content, they made some really cool videos of them performing the song. This one, they're actually just in their car talking about it, about how they can't make rock music. It's very interesting, and it worked really, really well. So this ended up being the strongest for us. As mentioned earlier, the band does do a lot of shows around the country, so they really wanted to put a majority of their spend into the United States, which is usually super expensive, and when you just want Spotify growth, it's not really the best option. But in this case, with the song being a certified hit, we were able to work their US cost down to around 18 cents a click, which is just nothing short of incredible. But that's, the power of hit songs for you, and that's why it's all about finding a hit song. So the band does a lot of shows around the country, and that's why we wanted to put a strong emphasis on the US. And normally when your goal is just Spotify growth, the US is far too expensive to really just get a high amount of volume per dollar. So usually avoid it. But with this song, we were able to actually get the US only down to 18 cents a click, which is absolutely phenomenal. And that just goes to show you the power of a hit song. And that's why it's all about finding a hit song and doubling down once we find it. And that's exactly what we did in this case. So here's an in-depth look at some of their back-end stats. Their overall save rate for this month has been an incredible 96.6%, and their stream per listener rate is sitting at about 4.27, which is very, very good for a single song in just a month. Not to mention, all of this growth so far is like specifically from our campaign. We have yet to really break into the algorithms and get some major algorithmic support, but with stats like these, it's bound to happen. And we've already actually broken the song into Spotify Radio, Release Radar, and Discover Weekly, so it's really just a matter of time at this point. So overall, this campaign has been an absolute banger. It's up there with some of the best, and it really just goes to show you the power of finding a hit song. And that's why we need to test as many songs in your catalog as we can, and then when we find that hit song, we need to double down on it, just like what we did with this campaign, and that's why it's working so well. And this is going to lead to explosive growth for them long term. And this song, it's very, very likely to hit millions and millions of streams someday. Just the algorithm just needs to start kicking in, and it's just going to continue to grow and grow and grow over time. If anybody wants to learn more about this strategy and how to implement it for yourself, or how we can actually help implement this for you, definitely shoot me a message. There's a number in my bio, and I'd love to do a free consultation for you. Do you guys want to learn how we blew this band's monthly streams up by 1,885% in just 1 month to over 18,000 streams? Keep watching. This is my client Heat Above, and you're now looking at their Spotify for Artists stream growth over the past month. You can see I wasn't joking about their growth over the past month when we started pushing out their song Take a Peek. Before we even started to push the song out, it was only doing around 32 streams a day, but it quickly shot up to averaging over 500 to 700 streams per day over the month when we were running our campaign. So Heat Above actually hired us to run a Facebook advertising campaign, although all the actual ads ran through Instagram. And for targeting, we decided to target a global audience narrowed by rock fans. Here's what the actual videos we used in the ads look like. So they shot a quick little music video from their iPhones, so we decided to clip that up and use that for the campaign. The video you're seeing now was our best, so we narrowed down onto only using that one, although we did test around 4 or 5. The video ran on Instagram feeds, stories, and Reels placements. All of the traffic from this campaign that we were generating was being sent to this landing page called Toned-In, which just lists out Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and any of their platforms that you want to promote. Now this next part is where the real magic happens. So now we're looking at their song's advanced stats. You can see we're able to rack up around 3,500 saves and playlist ads for an overall save rate of 85% on the song. This is like pure gold to Spotify, as now they know exactly what type of fans like their music, so when they go to push their song out in the algorithm, we know it's going to go out to exactly the right fans, so it's going to do well. In fact, you can even see we're able to break the song into Discover Weekly, Release Radar, and Radio within our first month of the campaign, which is amazing. So now this song has an excellent chance of continuing to getting pushed out by Spotify without even having to invest any more budget into the song. This is just another example of how you can blow yourself up using Facebook advertising. There's so many cases. When you have great music, the only thing that's stopping you is getting in front of people. And you can't just expect fans to magically find you. You have to do all you can to get your music in front of them. If anybody wants to learn more about this music marketing strategy and how to actually implement it, be sure to shoot me a text or a WhatsApp message. There's a number in my bio. I'm doing free consultations. Do you guys want to learn how we've grown this artist streams from just 10 a day to over 2,000 a day in just 2 months? This is my client Joey Burbach, and we're looking at a song Back on My Feet. You can see it was doing just 10, 20 streams a day. Now it's doing almost 2,500 a day. It's been just about 2 months now, and you can see only 5% of the streams have come from the algorithm so far. Not only that, but you can see that we've taken his followers from about 916 up to 2,005 now in just about the same time period. And you can also see his all-time streams went from about 1,000 to 4,500 and about 500, 600 listeners a day up to 2,700 listeners a day. So we actually did this by running ads on his album Show Then Tell. So now we're looking at his total streams, listeners, streams per listeners, saves, and playlist ads. And what's crazy is how those saves and playlist ads, that save rate is even higher than 100%, meaning that people save more than one song for every listener, which is just incredible. So we started out with Joey sending me some content over. This is the video that we decided to use, and then we went over to Facebook to run some ads. Over on Facebook, we set up the ad. We started working on a global audience targeting pop music fans, and this is how the ad looks. We have a little dancing emoji just to give it a little character. This is the landing page where we are pushing all of his platforms, and we're actually sending all the traffic to the whole album. The results speak for themselves with a save rate of over 112%, and if you guys need help doing this for yourselves, be sure to hit me up. There's a number in my bio. I'm doing free consultations, and I can also teach you.